back to today's alignments, where we talk about today's maze and the haze that the sun is putting up on us. So, in terms of the Gregorian calendar, today is a Friday, which means it's a Venus day. This is the day where you're supposed to do things you enjoy. You're just supposed to, fuck off. This is why happy hour is on today. This is where people just take off of work early, just enjoy themselves and just go about the harmonious situations however they define it. But on the solar calendar, we have it being Mars Day up until about noon. And it's also a Mars in retrograde period, so it's a more past ways of acting on things you enjoyed. The things you enjoyed can change. They can just go any way they want, whatever shape and form, how you enjoy it. That's on you. But how you go about it will be a similar way to how you may have done so in the past. Not getting too deep into this, let's talk about these energies combined. So, with this being the energy carrying yourself through the morning, this is definitely going to be one of those days where you're either going to do something you enjoy. So if you like your salt bath with a candle and a nice calm morning, maybe a glass of wine, who cares? It's Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But this is also something that it's something that may bite you in the ass once it starts cusping in the future. But you're going to see the part 2 for that. We'll get into that. But so yeah, this is basically the energy that you'll just be like, work, fuck that, I don't want to do that, I'm taking my day off, I don't care, even if it's on a Zoom call, who gives a shit, I'm just gonna watch that freaking video where they talk about how this dude broke down a whole different matrix of pre-recorded responses on a Zoom call, because if everybody's in those large company meetings where there's 40 to 50 people and you're rarely called on, all you have to do is just say, oh yes, I agree with that. You just have to pre-record that response, so you can basically fuck off and do whatever you want. It may cause a little extra stress and not be as harmonious as you think, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get into the planets and break down why this part of today will be an enjoyable time. So basically, we have Venus in Leo, and we have Mars in Aries in retrograde. These are both placements that are mutually beneficial to the planet itself, but, Mars has more of an enjoyable time rather than Venus does in Leo. Venus is kind of a placement with Leo, but it is what it is. So why this is sort of a pretty good day is because these are both the same element. So yeah, why this is sort of a beneficial placement is because Mars is in Aries. It's at home in Aries. It loves Aries, but it's in retrograde. So once again, there's a past way of acting. But Aries is cardinal fire, and Leo is fixed fire. So what do we know about two signs of the same element with a different modality? This is a different perspective on the same sign. So it's basically a gift, an opportunity. This is a trine. So today will be quite the harmonious opportunity where maybe everybody will just feel like, yeah, we'll show up to work late. And then around noon, the things are going to change. That's when it's going to be the frickin' Mercury and Venus day. So everybody's going to, it's going to sort of just give a little hint. Everybody's going to kick in and be like, oh shit, I had to do this. It's going to be one of those days where you're just having a great morning, everything's going good, and then right afternoon you log on and you're like, that's a lot of emails. But to reel things back into more of a Venus and Leo situation, you have to remember, Leo is fixed fire, which means you're fixated on your own way of seeing and feeling things. So with this being in Venus, you're going to have a very, very specific thing that'll probably just pop into your head regarding harmonious situation. So it'll just be it'll appear as a grandiose vision, and it'll probably play out that way, but it'll be in a type of situation where it's like, oh man, I remember I wanted to act on this way back when, but I didn't, but who cares, I'm doing that shit today, let's just do it. And then you do it, and it probably was as grand as a thought, and it'll just seem like everything's sort of aligning to do that one thing that you really enjoyed. But remember, if this goes past lunchtime, it'll probably be something that'll kind of bite you in the ass, and you'll have to just sort of highlight, well, I was doing this, and you'll just leave out some of the things like, oh, I forgot to look at that email, sorry, bro. Oh, man, my phone was off. It wasn't me. And you'll kind of be sort of having to come up with a bunch of answers and just, not lies, but you'll just have to come up with a little bit of white lies breaking down why you do this and sort of why it happened when we start cusping into that Mercury period. But anyways, comment on this. Let me know what you think. Thanks for following these daily alignments. Just hoping to give you guys a little insight into what's going to be happening this day, what planets are going to get highlighted, and how these energetic influences are going to basically build the experience of that day. So anyways, thanks for following the Solar System series. Peace.